go. Okay, so here is the guide, and you guys might not think this is as sexy as like putting together ads or talking about SEO or whatever. I don't know, but this stuff you need dialed in before you do that. You need to get the messaging right before doing the marketing. Because I see so many excavation and septic pros that by the time they get to us, they spend tens of thousands of dollars on ads and marketing. And if it's the wrong messaging, it's falling on deaf ears. So we're going to make sure that you dial in who you are and who you serve right here. So what are you looking to accomplish in 2023, both personally and professionally? I would write that down. This is going to be just a little bit of a personal exercise, and then we're going to get into the business stuff. How much will it cost you to do that? Okay, so like Angela, you said you wanted to build the business, hire on extra people. Come up with a goal maybe over the next 90 days and over the next 12 months. Wherever you're at, where do you want to go 12 months from now? What do you want your revenue to be? But personal stuff, how much will it cost you to do that? What's your current monthly revenue? What's your monthly revenue goal? So if the business is making 10,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, what do you want to grow it to over the next 12 months? What's the average ticket of the different jobs you do now? Okay. And so if you're doing septic installs, if you're doing demo, if you're doing lot clearing, break down your service list is what I'm trying to say here of what are you going to charge per acre? Do you know your profit margin in advance before going out to the job? I can tell you that the guys that we work with and gals that are very successful, they know their numbers. And so if they're doing a bid, you know, for $40,000, $50,000 or more, they have everything line itemed out in a spreadsheet and they know their profit in advance. What's your average profit margin for the different jobs you want to do? And can you eliminate any low profit margin or time suck jobs to streamline your business? Another thing I see that is a sales killer is sometimes contractors have not niched themselves down like they will be, and I'm not saying for everyone, okay? There's always errors, or what do we say? Exceptions to the rule exist, okay? But by and large, like a custom home builder who's also marketing himself as an excavation pro, excavation contractor, and a septic installer, it's a very odd synergy there. It's like, if I'm going to build a high-end custom home, am I really going to go to an excavation or a septic installer for that? I think that it's a little bit of a mismatch in my opinion. So pick your niche and stick to it. How many of those jobs will you need to reach your monthly revenue goal? So if the business is doing $10,000 a month or $50,000 a month or $1 million or $100,000 a month, and you want to bump it up, say from 100,000 to 150,000, well, how many jobs would you need to do? What kind of jobs? See, that's a big key, because those are really the types of things you want to market for. You don't want to spend your hard-earned money marketing and advertising for the little jobs that are just going to be like $500-600. How many leads do you currently have coming in for those different types of jobs you want to do? What's your current appointment booking ratio from leads coming in online? So if you're running ads on Facebook, or if you're doing posts on Facebook, if you're doing SEO, TikTok, maybe some Google ads, Home Advisor, what is your current appointment booking ratio for all these leads coming in? Because you can have 100 leads coming in, but if you're only booking one appointment out of that, then that's not too good. How many extra leads will you need coming in per month? So let's say you want to grow the business by $1 million over the next 12 months. That's an additional $84,000 a month roughly in new business that needs to be created. Now, let's say we determine our average ticket price is $10,000 for a typical job. So we can take that and say, all right, we're going to need roughly 8.4 jobs a month to reach that goal. And let's just say 8 jobs because we know that some might come in a little higher or a little lower. So 8 is for sure a safe bet. And so what we can do here is we can look at our sales, and I'm going to let you guys do some of this on your own, but look at your previous sales and try to get an average of what you're going to need to reach that revenue goal. And I'm going to let you do some of this on your own so we can save time. Because I want to keep this moving. But basically, we're going to go through, we're going to look at how many appointments we get. We're going to look at our closing ratio. So if we get 10 leads, and out of every 10 leads, we know we on average book 1 appointment or send out a bid, and we close 40%, then 1 sale equals 1 in 5 or 20%. The rest of this stuff, I'm just going to let you guys do on your own. It's a little bit of math. I don't want to bore you with that. But here I want to get into actually dialing your messaging right. Okay. So here we have your ideal customer. And so whether or not you're in a rural area, or if you're in a city, or if you're in a high income area or a lower income area, this is going to change. Okay. So think about who you are already serving that most of your customers fall in the category, or who you want to serve. Are they male, female, or both? What are their ages? What's their typical income? What's their occupation? Are they more white collar or blue collar? Are they married, kids? Your messaging is going to depend on this. So you're going to write all these things down about who you want to serve or who you're already serving. Now that you know that, we're going to talk about it. What will your unique selling proposition be? So use what you got. If you're just starting out, then, go with what your expertise would be, perhaps based on the equipment. Maybe say something to the effect of honest, straightforward pricing. You could go with that. Otherwise, if you have something with a little more meat on it, like, I've been in business for 20 years, or we've gotten over 1,000 excavating jobs under our belt, or something like that, use what you actually have. How will you speak to your ideal client avatar on your website? What will your call to action be? Like, you could say free quote. That's an example of a call to action, which never goes out of style. But a way you can make it better would be something to the effect of financing available, making it a little bit easier for them to do business with you, or military discount, senior citizen discount. Those could be some examples of some special offers. What payment terms can you provide to make it easier for them to do business? Okay, so some people in excavation and septic go out and do the job and collect money when they're done. That's one way to do it. Okay, I think that's a little risky in my opinion. Another way is to collect 50% upfront and 50% upon completion. Now, I know some guys that are booked out 3 months, 4 months. And so making a customer pay half down and then half in 4 months might be a bit of a stretch. But what I would do if it were me is I would get some sort of deposit even if you're booked out several months in advance to secure the job. This way they're psychologically closed that they're going to do business with you. Okay. What kind of guarantees can you provide? So I'll tell you some good ones. You could do like 100% clean job site guarantee. That's it, you know, reads well. Okay. And you're not really giving anything financially away. You could do something like that. What do you want? Who do you want to avoid serving? So how you put your message together is just as important as who you want to weed out. Like, for instance, if you're doing excavation for commercial and you don't want to deal residential, you want that messaging to be very clear. If you want more residential, then, you know, you would need to be speaking to homeowners, right? Does your website currently reflect that? Okay, so think about who you want to serve, go through this exercise, and then really take a look at your brand image and see if your website reflects it. So let's do this. Let's say I determine my typical or ideal client